For Regina's case, it was a case of violence, and be it domestic, be it in a workspace, be it anywhere, violence is violence. Our hands are not made for hitting people. So I will always speak up against it. What drew me to the story is because I have personal experience as to, the ignorance of sickle cell and, genotype. So when was pregnant with my son, I'm an AS, and my son's father didn't know his own genotype. So we just went into a marriage. So and I know a lot of people who don't check, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people are not knowledgeable in that aspect. So when I was going to have my son, the nurse said to me, "You are AS. We need to know the status of the father so we know what to expect if it's a sickle cell child." And that was when panic set in. Hello, lovers and friends. My name is Yvonne Jegede, and this is my exclusive on HIP TV. It's been an amazing journey. Being able to, a lot of things have come together to put me up to this point that I'm at now. Mostly the support I get from my fans, my lovers and friends. I have projects that I'm working on just to, push the brand to the next level and also show that, there's been progress with the milestone that we've been able to achieve. So I have things to do, philanthropic things to do that I'm doing, and a host of other things. I'm releasing a movie called Malamo. Talks about sickle cell, a movie on sickle cell. Yeah, a lot of things. A lot of things. I just need you to stick by me. Just stick with me and you see. I don't have people like that around me. I don't hang around people who tell me to tone it down. I don't listen to people who would tell me you're doing too much. No, I don't have people like that around me. Critical criticism, it's accepted once in a while, but I've never had anyone tell me, "Oh, tone it down." Maybe because I don't have people like that around me. People who only see the negative in everything you do. I don't have people like that around me. I don't meet people like that. I don't associate with people like that. No. And I would not be the one to tell anyone to tone it down. My dear, you're in a show biz. It's called a business of show. Overdo. Do it more. If you have to scream, scream at the top of your voice. If you have to cry, let kata come out of your nose. Bro, be serious. Overboard. Overdo it. I don't think there's anything that they got wrong about me. I want them to talk. Bro, the wronger the information, permit my English, the wronger the information, the better for me. I'm not the type to prove any point wrong. Whatever you think in your head is better for me, because then again, who I really am can be preserved. You understand? I'm very humorous, so I take everything very lightly. So I don't think there's anything in the past 20 years that has come out true, false, that I want to jump in and correct. I don't think so. Personally, Yvonne Jegede Reimagine is amplifying who I have been in the past 20 years, making it more pronounced. I have a lot inside of me. I have a lot that I can give and I want to give, but I think I have limited myself the past 20 years because I'm not the type to like attention, even though I'm in business where attention is what matters. It's like, what you exchange for, being in front of the limelight. That's how you progress in this kind of business. But I'm not the kind of type that likes attention. So, but this next 20 years, I'm going to be in your faces. I'm not going to tone it down. I'm not going to shy off. I'm not going to. This is what this next 20 years is about. To be in your faces, whether you like it or not, you are going to see me. I haven't made peace because I move on. I move on. I don't hold grudges. I don't wait for an apology either. I just move on. So, and I'm the kind of person that is I can easily shake anything off and quickly too. So I can always move on. I'm programmed naturally like that to move on. So it's not like it's something that I try to do. It's just who I am. If it's not working, I move and that's it. We don't have to revisit it. I don't have to hold grudge against it. It just didn't work. Psh. So I don't think I need to whatever reconcile with anyone or anything or any decision. If it's a decision and it was wrong, it was bad, I take full responsibility with my full chest. And like I say, I still move on. For about the naval officer and our FCT minister, it was just a post. It was one post. I didn't even say anything. I just said there's a restoration of hope, and that's it. For Regina's case, it was a case of violence, and be it domestic, be it in a workspace, be it anywhere, violence is violence. Our hands are not made for hitting people. So I will always speak up against it. If I see a mother smacking their kid in a public place, I will speak up against it. I will say, Madam, stop, you don't do, Irish. Do you understand? So it's not really because it was Regina or anybody. I will speak up against violence, be it from a woman to a man or from a man to a woman. Yvonne Jegede will speak up against violence because I don't hit people. I don't smack my own child. I don't hit my workers. So why would I endorse somebody hitting somebody else? If it's a case of cheating, he's lying, he doesn't come home at night, he's marrying another woman, that's not my business. But once there's violence, he hits you, I will put my mouth inside it. Carry your bag and go. I'm a one-way traffic. I'm the kind of person I move on. Like I said, I move on. But one thing I have tried to unlearn is not to just move on, but move on with some sort of rethink. Normally, I'm the kind of person that I try within my human possible abilities not to offend people because I'm not very big on quick to apologize. Not because it's hard for me to apologize. I don't like to be in that position, to be begging. So I just make sure I do what is right by everybody, every single person. So it's hard for you to say, oh, Yvonne offended me. It's very hard to find somebody to say, oh, Yvonne did this thing to me. It's hard because I intentionally not offend people. So I find it very hard to forgive, you know. So over the last 20 years, I've come to understand that everybody is not like me. And even though they're not like me, when they cross the line, it's mostly sometimes might not be intentional. Although some people know what they're doing and they do it anyway. I've come to understand that some people, it might not be intentional. Sometimes it might be their state of mind at the time they're doing it. So I'm trying to unlearn to move on and move on forever, because I'm very good at moving on and moving on forever. It's done, been there, done that. I'm gone and I'm gone, gone. But I try to still revisit and say, okay, maybe she didn't mean it or maybe he didn't mean it. But why would they do that? Let me just forget it and just, hug and kiss and make up. So I'm trying to unlearn moving on. Motherhood is my best topic because it's the best thing that I love to do the most. So, motherhood has taught me to be resilient and to be strong and to be patient. And a case where you are the only parent, because being a mother is, it's easy to balance being a mother when you have a partner, to work it out for you. It's just the same way you're also there to work it out for him. But when you're doing it by yourself, there's a different type of strength that comes with it. Motherhood has taught me patience. It has also taught me to be, how do I put this? It has taught me to pay attention. What drew me to the story is because I have personal experience as to, the ignorance of sickle cell and, genotype. So when I was pregnant with my son, I'm an AS, and my son's father didn't know his own genotype. So we just went into a marriage. So and I know a lot of people who don't check. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people are not knowledgeable in that aspect. So when I was going to have my son, the nurse said to me, "You are AS. We need to know the status of the father so we know what to expect if it's a sickle cell child." And that was when panic set in. So that was it. So when I came back to Nigeria, luckily for me, my son's father was his AA. So it was a deep breath of relief. So when I came back to Nigeria, I figured I was lucky. What if he was AS? That would have been a lot of complications. So I figured, okay, it was time for me to, try and educate people, especially people who have experienced it and are not lucky enough to get the education or the know-how on how to handle it. So Malomo is a movie that talks about Abiku. So the whole time the families thought they were spiritual children. Apparently this couple were just giving birth to sickle cell back and forth. So it's a beautiful, very beautiful film. It will be premiering on the 30th of November at the Joel Aida in Lekki Phase 1. I'm trying to look young. I noticed there are a lot of roles that come these days. I'm playing people's mothers these days. Even the one, this horror film I'm playing is 70-year-old mother. 70-year-old mother of a 70-year-old. I'm still very young. I'm just 22. You understand? So if they are giving me mother role like this, I say, before they go say, make I go play Messi Mama. Make I they watch my food, make I they slim down, make I look like a young girl. So I don't eat late at night. I don't just eat. I eat when it is necessary, when I need to. That's why I look this good. So no, what I what have I been doing lately that I can share? What have I been doing lately? I used to work out years ago. I just started working out again. Oh, Father Lord, my dad inspires me. My dad is almost 70. I think he'll be 70 next year or up a year. My dad is almost 70. And he still is one of the most hard working people I have ever come across. That's going to make me emotional, but I'm going to try to keep my composure. My dad is one of my biggest inspiration. Yeah. And then another person that inspires me is my best friend. She she's obsessed with work. She's obsessed with perfection. And because of her, I'm putting some little effort these days, because I see her and I'm like, how do you even do it? She's 48 or so. She's way older than I am. And she looks like how she puts it together, nobody can figure it out. So she inspires me. But my number one inspiration is my dad. Very hardworking man. Very, very hardworking man. And I love him. I'm not mentoring anyone right now because I need mentoring myself. Myself, I'm still a small child in the business. I'm just trying to grow. But collaboration, I'm open to collaborations. I have production houses that want to work with me. I have young product producers. I have people from outside the country who wants to work, you were having conversations at the moment who want to work with me. So I myself, I also need tutoring and mentoring. So I don't put myself in the position, but I can only advise. But mentoring, go and meet your mother at home to mentor you. Oh, I'm already on that path, so it's already happening. It's already happening. So my legacy, I want people to remember me for putting them in a position that, they benefit from. Silver or gold, I don't have to give, but my heart is big and love because I love myself so much. Because you can't give what you don't have. I love myself so much that I share love. So I want not just my own child, because I have only one child. I have 18 adopted children. I have a set of twins, Tomiwa and Olamide, who I also call my kids. They call me their mom. I have that's 20. That's 20 children apart from my kid that call me their mother. And was it day before yesterday? Was it day before yesterday? 4 days ago, I went to the school to see my kids, and 12 of them are in secondary school now. I'm so proud. I should brag more often, but I don't know how to. When I met these kids, it was in 2019. I stumbled on the page on Instagram and I was just wondering, I was baffled. I was like, why are these kids why are they learning in such a condition? So I sent them a DM and I went to Makoko in Yaba to see these children for myself. I was just led by the Spirit. And I went, oh my God, they were in the worst state. And the proprietor of the school, so I asked to see him. He came out. And today we're very good friends. And I asked him, what's the situation? Why are these kids learning in such an environment? It's spiral gyre water everywhere. And the kids are doing their assembly in dirty green water. Is it the only space you have? But it's been 6, 7 years. We've been able to move them to a different location, thank God. And then he said that it's a school where they get sponsors to come and cater to some kids, and they have some organizations who are taking care of 5 kids, who are taking care of 3 kids. Some individuals are taking care of 1, 2, and like that. So I said to the man, I said, okay, so do you have children in the school that don't have any sponsor? He said, yes, of course. And then there were still very few. That was years ago. So the school it's not as big as it is. I think they have over 300 kids now. So I said to him, okay, so how many kids are there that don't have any sponsor at all in the whole school? And he said to me, 18. And I said, 18? He said, yes. I was like, a whole 18? And I said, okay, I'll take all of them. All the kids in the school that don't have sponsors, I'll start to sponsor them. And at the time, the two oldest were in primary four. Today, the two oldest are in SS1. So they have just 2 years to finish. Tell me that's not a bragging right. And every time I go to the school, it gets better. You know, now they call me mommy, mommy. They see me, they run. Oh, they run into my embrace. It feels so good. That's the legacy. That's that's the legacy. There's nothing as fulfilling as that. So actually now I'm hoping to send them to model schools, technical schools, because I mean, you learn math and English and then you come out, there's no handwork. You're still relying on the society. So I'm thinking of moving, especially the ones in SS1, to move them to a different school with at least the last 2 years of their education so that they can learn something. So with that, we're progressing. And I have a number of the chairman of the board of trustees, you know, so we're working on transferring them, especially the ones in secondary. So there were 18 of them, all of them were in primary, but now 12 of them are in secondary, six of them are in primary six, and they're entering secondary school next year. So that's the legacy. Tell me what else? What else is there for me to look out for? It's the children that call me their mom. That's my pride. That's my flex. Hello, lovers and friends. This is Yvonne Jegede. You just watched my exclusive on Hip TV.